Well, good afternoon, everyone. We're here for the grand finals of the 65th year in senior state softball here at West Beach. It's rather a warm day. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. If you're out in it, it's warm. But we have the grand final between the Adelaide team and the Hills team. Hills team came through in the, what was the preliminary final to get to the grand final. In tiebreakers, they beat Mount Gambier. Joining me today is a well-known man in softball, Mr. Harry May. Welcome, Harry.
Great to be here, Lee. Thanks very much.
Harry comes from the famous May family, father state coach, sister state player, Harry, multiple state representative.
That's for sure. Been around softball for a long time.
Good on you, mate. Umpires for this game, Denise Moldovan's on plate and Taya Venning is on first. Good luck to both of them. Lead-off hitter for the green team, the Hills, that's Bronwood Pendleton. Gets a base on balls. Good start from Harry.
Not too bad for the Hills.
Well, it doesn't matter how you get on, mate, is it?
What would you say? Would you say that they're the favourites for this game, or?
Well, Belle White and Chelsea Robinson.
They're pretty good players, aren't they?
In the Adelaide team.
Yeah.
They
missed that opportunity there.
Yeah, I think it was play a little fake bunt above the ball, and this is Abby Jorgensen, young player with great talent.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
I've seen her play women's baseball too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Very good, she is.
I think they need to try and be as aggressive as possible to score as many runs in the early innings. That's a good jump there.
Safe. Good slide by Bronwyn then.
Just by the book.
Ran on the arm of Belle White. Not too many people do that with success, I can tell you.
Got time called here.
Might be a bit of grazing, you think? A bit of grazing, I don't mean eating, Harry.
2-0 count here, just got to drive a good pitch.
The battery for this game is the young Port Adelaide girl, Charlotte Dobrozchek, pitching to Belle White. I'll go around the rest of the field when I get the opportunity.
There you go. Just missed it.
Yeah, foul fly in by first base by Emily Cattuso. I'm going around the field. First base, Emily Cattuso. Megan Williams at second. Charlie Nash at third. In the hole at shortstop, Chelsea Robinson. Outfield left to right, Taylor Chillingworth, Amelia Dolphin, Maddie Matchkey.
Oh, that's a great catch at shortstop. That's unlucky.
Yeah.
They would have scored a run.
A great player, Chelsea Robinson already. Stars player, can play.
Already putting a mark on the game, Lee.
Yep.
Great piece of contact.
It's 2 down. It's the pitcher for the Hills, Chantel Lewis, known affectionately as Chump.
Good pitch. Could live there all day.
How'd you like to be a young person like Charlotte pitching to a person like Belle White? Be fantastic.
I mean, I've done it with Jared before, and it's pretty intimidating for sure.
Of course.
It's also a great challenge as she can't
See what she
hold on.
called there? She called for an outside pitch.
Yeah.
It never ceases to amaze me that even with the helmet on, batters can see the pitcher move. You know, out the corner of your eye. Nobody does it though. I think. You'll see if the catcher moves out like Belle did. She's not calling inside.
What a shot.
That's a great shot from Chantel.
That's
a run. It's a run. The first game of the grand final. Bronwyn Pendleton. Been a great player out at Central Districts for a long time now, Bronwyn.
What a great shot.
The opening. Yeah, it was a perfect shot. You can't do anything about that defensively.
Yeah, that's just good hitting. Now, when you're pitching to a catcher like Belle or a catcher like James Harris, it certainly makes it easier for a younger pitcher, that's for sure.
That's what it's about, isn't
Even
it?
in these situations as well, when you've given up a run.
Yeah, well, it's about the batter versus the pitcher and catcher. That's it. It's a duel within the duel, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Forget the rest. For the moment, it's you. Knowing is a batter what this pitcher is throwing.
Exactly right.
In the situation.
She's got some speed, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't be starting her in the grand final. They also have Michaela Yankovic, who's pitched a winning game in A grade for Port Adelaide this year.
Yep.
Another young girl.
Oh, that's a great shot. It's going to go over.
That's over.
That looks like that's going to score.
Here comes another run. And a triple. Lauren Christensen. No, Alex Mackey, it was, correction.
Great
Alex
start.
Mackey. Oh, Big Al. Cop that.
Didn't try the pull of the pitch, she just went with it.
Yep.
On the outside part of the play, it's perfect hitting.
Strong hit of the ball, Alex. Seen it before. 2 runs now. So Catcher White just goes and steadies the troops down. That's what young people need, don't they? You know, it's a grand final. Charlotte's aware of that. Bella will support it. Chelsea will.
For sure.
Both experienced players, both stars players.
You got to catch her, you got your shortstop right behind you.
Yep.
She's got it all. She's just got to execute.
Well, it looks like the Hills have got a lot of confidence from their preliminary final to get to this grand final.
It wouldn't have been an easy game. They had to take down Matt Gambier and Georgia Hood and Jade Peterson.
Yep. Lena Brugerman. Brugerman being an outstanding player, state player.
Yep.
Years ago. Good player still. This is Peyton Daniels.
She's a younger player, isn't she?
Yeah, younger player.
She's got a great swing.
Yep.
I was watching her in the home run derby last night.
Strong girl. Big dip
That's
at that.
That's a great pitch.
Now it's time to back off, isn't it? Just back off a bit. Put the long shot in the pocket. You've got a runner at third and Alex Mackey. Just need to make it land somewhere for the third run for the green team.
Can't do too much here. Good eye.
You see what I mean about the catcher bell? She goes out.
Yeah.
If you're batting, you can see her out of the corner of the eye, move late.
Yeah.
She's not calling inside pitch. Just a little tip for the young players.
Looks like she was trying to throw a rise ball there that just didn't quite get up.
But a good stop by Bell. I don't think we're going to see too many passes. No big deal.
It really isn't. No, there's no real home advantage in time games. I think it's second.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you can't afford to let her back. And even if you don't give an intentional walk, just get your catcher to call the ball outside 4 times.
Well, she's ahead of the count here, so she's got a couple of pitches to work with.
Yep.
Probably going to look to jam her up a little bit so she can't extend her bat. That's not the pitch that you want to throw. That's a really great shot by Bell. And it's over the fence. A home run.
Dare I repeat myself?
Wow, what a great shot. And just like that, the game's tied, Lee.
Yep.
Wow, that was the home run chant from last night as well, and she's backed it up in the grand final with a great shot.
Well, you see what I mean.
Wow.
Harry, why do you let somebody like her bat?
Exactly. If you're going to pitch to a hitter like that in that situation, you really got to work around her, especially when you're up on 1.
She got it outside, but it just went outside and it just kept going.
It was just the perfect height. She went straight. She went with the pitch, didn't try to pull it, didn't try to do too much.
Yeah, Bell just stood there and said, hunt leather.
Yeah, that's great hitting.
That's what they did, but they couldn't get it before it went over.
That's a professional hitter.
2-2. Started well, wasn't it?
It's a great start to a game.
Couple of runs each.
Very exciting.
It's the first base now, Emily Cattuso. Oh, they just need a ball. What a surprise. Reggie's been demanding, looking for a ball to play with.
Got to bounce back here with a strike.
This girl can hit the ball long.
It's a good pitch.
Experienced player, Chomp, isn't she? Chantel.
She is. She's a softball family as well with Scotty and Nate.
Yep.
And the parents around, do you know? Do they play softball?
Don't know.
Or have
don't
played?
know.
Well, it's definitely a softball family, that's for sure.
Happens in families. Look at yours. Look at the May family.
Yeah.
Get out to go and play basketball when everybody else is playing softball, mate. One out.
That's a good pitch. That's a good spot.
What do you think? You think the Hills girls, the majority of them are young, you think they'll be feeling the pinch of this, playing 2 games with heat?
Well, he's probably, in mid to high 30s. They'll definitely be feeling it, but when it's a grand final, everything just goes down the drain. Head of the count here. Good pitch, gets her chasing.
Well, we'd like to thank Harry May for joining us and all the very best of luck for your grand final.
Thanks very much, James. Really appreciate it. Wow, what a terrific shot. Just as I'm leaving, she's hit a triple. And a hell of a dive.
A swallow dive.
That's a great dive. Anyway, thanks very much, Lee.
You're
I look forward
welcome,
to
mate.
hearing you behind the commentary box for my grand final, and James as well.
All right. Oh, yes. I'll look forward to that. Do something. Contribute, boys.
Yep, awesome. Thanks, mate.
That was Harry May from the Hills men's team playing in the grand final, men's grand final, to follow this women's grand final. And Lee, we only have the biggest names in softball joining us at the commentary table, and a special guest to help us finish this game out is Lena Brugerman, the heart and soul of the Mount Gambier side. Let's welcome Lena.
Welcome, Lena. And Lena I've known since she was a little girl.
Which was a couple of years ago.
About 3 years ago.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. No.
Great action out here at West Beach this weekend.
What was the score in your game in the end?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
1-0 in a tiebreaker.
1-0 in the tiebreaker, yeah.
Great game.
Yeah.
Wrong result for us.
No, but... Oh, well, we move on. The hitter now is Megan Williams.
Former Seacombe player.
Yep. Good player too, Megan. Shortstop, second base.
Oh, that was right in there.
Yeah.
Ooh. I used to play the rule that if the catcher dropped a strike, got changed to a ball.
Okay. Yes, righto. I won't go there.
Come on, Lee. Come on. Jump Humphreys is doing a great job out in the heat.
Yep.
Considering the conditions, their second game for the day.
I saw her make an outstanding recovery to get somebody out, saved the run. Georgia Hood came home during the game. Yeah. And it ricocheted off Chump's glove. She went and picked it up and threw the run out, so the run didn't score.
She killed us in the tiebreaker.
Yep.
She scorched. I think she caught the ball behind her for a line drive double. Georgia got out, diving back to first. Oh, shot. That's over her head.
Let's go. Bronwyn's after it. Bronwyn Pendleton. Here's another run. Puts them in front.
Great double. I think I might have put the mockers on him, Lee. I predicted a Hills win at the start of the game.
Okay.
That having been said, it's only 2-2.
There's been some big hits already. 3 runs to 2 at this stage. Hills way. Adelaide's way.
What do you think about them letting Belinda hit away?
I did mention it 3 or 4 times.
Only 3 or 4, shivers. They didn't get the Your Jedi Mind message.
Oh, you just can't. I said to Harry, you can't afford to let this person bat. Even if the catcher calls 4 balls, or the intensity, or either.
The situation demanded it.
Chelsea Robinson's going to score, and then he mishit to the outfield.
Yep.
But 2 of them score. Yep.
Like I said, I thought the situation demanded it. I felt a bit bad walking her yesterday because I know she's in preparation for the Aussie camp.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's a game to win.
Correct.
And, if you're going to play it half-heartedly, well, you get what you get.
You've got to play the situation in the grand final.
Exactly. Here's a promising player, Charlie Nash, played an A-grade game for Port Adelaide just prior to the break at Christmas time. Didn't look too phased out by it.
She looks like she's got a handy swing on her.
Yeah.
Little bit of foot speed as well.
A young player. We've got some young players, Port. There's some young players in the competition now.
Why do you keep saying youngly?
Well, because
Picking up on a vibe.
I can remember when you last played here, there was a lot of very experienced players.
I was about to say, it's probably before this batter was born.
Maybe.
Shh, be quiet.
Time marches on, Lena, doesn't it?
It does.
Stops for nobody.
Isn't Tony Lomond still pitching?
Yeah,
Surely.
she's still pitching. Tony's still got all the tricks as well.
Bloody oath. I was just talking to Tracy Opolsky after the game. She said she was loving it. She felt like she was back in her element. I said, why aren't you out here pitching? And they tempted her to come in and register to throw her out of the hand change-up, just one pitch and then off again. No one else can throw it like that. It's amazing. Such control.
I'm a great believer you never lose your skill. You might lose your fitness and your desire, but your skill remains.
Ooh, that was there.
Patient batter, isn't she, Charlie?
Yeah, runner in scoring position. Might have had a bit of a cut at that one. Left field's in. Oh, she's taken a few steps out again. Solid as a rock with her fielding as a pitcher. It's great to see.
Didn't look at the lead runner.
Take the outs they give you.
Right.
Got 2 down. Nothing silly.
There's a girl batting now, Amelia Dolphin, a Port Adelaide A-grade player. Hasn't played for, seems like months. Had a lower leg injury and she's back on deck. This has come back this weekend.
Does she pitch as well?
No, she normally plays outfield.
Okay. Very enthusiastic catching by Reg behind the plate there.
Yes,
Very intense.
She's, as I've mentioned before, Peter Fairley's better half, and she likes to be involved in the game. Most catchers do. You were a catcher of some note.
Got to draw a breath at some time.
You probably still are.
Well, speaking of catching and being vocal behind the plate, I was incredibly impressed with the green shirt umpire out there today, Taya. Great potential moving forward with the umpiring stocks in SA.
Yeah, she's umpiring, doing the bases here in this game. That's good.
Backed it up from plate umpiring Yogo. Was reminiscing with Nev Lawrence yesterday about how good our umpires have been over the Olympic journey.
Our umpires stand the test of time, especially at Olympics and Nationals.
Absolutely.
Yeah, quality. We're running short of them, though. We need to get some more young people involved, I think.
Well, that's what I mean. Great to see Taya out there. She'll barely be surely 16 if she's lucky.
Well, people like that need to be encouraged rather than put down. That's why they're wearing the green shirts.
And she did a terrific job in both games that I played in with her plate umpiring.
Yep.
Cool as a cucumber.
Where does she come from? Is she
Centrals.
Centrals? Okay, right.
Yeah. Really nice temperament about her. Oi. Ooh, thank God for that backstop, eh?
Oh, the Dolphin was bobbing and weaving there up to first, but not going any further than first. Gets the base on balls. Now it's Maddie Matiski's for her turn. She's playing at right field for Port. When she played A grade, she was
she's playing for Port in the A grade competition. Oh, late. It's the Adelaide team.
No, that's where she, what I was saying.
Usually plays.
Lena, she usually plays for Port Adelaide. And was an A grade player up to, I think, last year probably. She's probably playing B grade now. Yes, I'm well aware this is the Adelaide team.
I was about to say, Lee, God, get with it, man. Oh, good stop. Nice.
Just lost the zone for a moment. Chump here, isn't she? Now, good hitting position. Runner at third, runner at second.
2 out.
2 out. Batter, think about it, Maddie. She's going to try and throw a strike no matter what here.
She was throwing some good stuff on the inside of the plate earlier today. Ooh, up.
I think that's what Maddie was thinking. It must be straight. 3-2.
Oh, fake.
Megan's running at third, but it didn't go far enough away from Reggie, did it?
Agree.
And Megan's saving those legs of hers. Not as young as
Some
some.
of us.
Well, some of them out there. I won't put me. There's another young person, Jade Peterson.
Jade Peterson. She's young, definitely. She's young, but she's older than I am. What's happened? Oh, hot weather. Rest.
Yeah, I think it's a drink,
Yeah,
a quick
fair
drink. Yeah, that's fair enough. Just having a break now. Well, Lena, tell me what you're doing. Still playing down at the Mount?
Yeah, we have a little bit of a hit and giggle of a Saturday.
How many years have you been playing?
Softball or in Mount Gambier?
Softball.
Oh, only a couple. Don't want to give my age away. She was,
Well,
I'd say...
if you don't, I will.
27 years,
Yeah.
maybe?
You still love it. Obviously,
Oh,
you play. Yeah.
It's the best sport, and I out myself here, Lee. I brought a Tokyo Olympics Barbie, and I brought it to this tournament to get it signed by Belinda and Chelsea and Georgia.
Right.
And they think that I'm a crazy lady, but they signed it. I'm just so proud that of the girls. We've got 3 South Australian girls in the last 23.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Looking
isn't
down the barrel of an
Yep.
Olympics. I know COVID's probably going to put the mockers on spectators opening and closing ceremony, but I'm so proud of each and every one of them. They're amazing.
it? Yeah, it'll be, as we all are. It's a fantastic achievement. But softball's a sport like that. People often say to me, how long you been involved? I said 46 years. And I love it now as much as I ever did when I first started.
Only 46.
Well,
Shut the front door. More like 66.
No, that's incorrect. People that know me, my friends, will know different than that.
And how long have you been a life member?
2017.
Congratulations. Well deserved.
Thanks. Well, you hang around long enough and do enough.
Hanging around's one thing. The service to the sport is immeasurable.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a lot of wonderful
Can't
people.
take that away
A
from
lot of
yourself.
people on
Lee.
that wonderful life membership board, as with the Hall of Famers. Look at Neville Lawrence.
Yes. Talking to Nev yesterday, I told him he should have been down the Mount Ump. Oh, nice. Oh,
Oh, lovely
great
take.
take. Great take. Way
Does
to
a
shut
hop,
down
step
the-
and jump after that, Alex.
Way to shut down the innings there by Alex McKay. Fantastic. But yes, bit of reminiscing yesterday with Nev. It was good to see him out here.
Well, he's Hall of Famer with the International Softball Federation, Hall of Famer with Softball Australia, Hall of Famer with Softball South Australia. Do I need to say any more?
No. Umpired at an Olympics. Just terrific.
And if I've missed anything, catch up with him and he'll fill you in with the rest.
Of course he will. He's a scallywag, old Nev. Oh, Jado, how's it going?
Why don't I go after the other by the look of it? She's
Thank
gone.
goodness for that.
She's gone.
She was asking for a bit of anti-inflammatory gel earlier, and I said, well, you wouldn't have an egg on the side of your leg if you pitched side on. I don't think that was well received.
Fair comment, honest comment by you. Gee, she's been going a long time and she's pitching strike after strike.
Kev Tannenbring said that to me yesterday as well. She's been pitching pretty much exactly the same consistency over
Yep.
the last 20 years. I said, as with all the pitches, the change in the pitching plate rule helped with the drive. But Jado, if anything you could say about her, she throws way too many strikes.
Will we ever change a pitcher for the Adelaide team here this innings? They replaced Charlotte with Michaela Yankovic. And I've seen Michaela Yankovic playing for Port Adelaide A grade. She pitched one game, shut them down. Anybody interested in the temperature update? It's currently 41.1.
Freezing. Freezing cold.
Yes.
It is.
So it's batters 7, 8 and 9. Mackenzie Ween, Georgia Hooper, Georgia King. Starting with Mackenzie Ween, facing Michaela Yankovic.
Ooh.
Took a bad bounce, didn't it? Crook bounce, then it was going. For all our American friends watching, that's 106 in your currency.
Freezing. It's the glare. And when the wind drops down, that's when it's noticeable, I think.
So one strike on Mackenzie.
Ooh.
Shaking her head. Now, I don't know what she's shaking her head for because umpire Denise says that was a strike.
Bell's calling it. She's probably going to be a strike. That was great framing right on the edge. Good to see Belinda looking so sprightly behind the plate too.
She's looking trim, taut and terrific, and we saw the Stars in action last night and they look like they've been playing all the time.
Yep. Any word on national championships for next year?
No, not yet. Kenzie's disappointed with herself, but don't worry, you'll get another shot. Now it's Georgia Hooper. Hasn't stopped growing yet, Georgia, I don't think.
She is extremely tall.
Yeah, she is.
Strong too. I heard that she wasn't pitching anymore, which is a shame because she reminds me physique-wise of Caddy Bishop.
Yep.
Just so strong.
Gee, she was a good player, Caitlin, wasn't she? Remember those days? She could play. West Torrens, wasn't she? West Torrens from memory.
Yeah, that's right. And it felt like she was on you when she let the ball go because she was such a strong, tall, physical presence.
Outside and high, just testing. I think Bell was just testing better then.
Mixing it up.
Yep. We used to have a big photo in there of Charlotte Graham, American pitcher in the Olympics. When she stepped outside of the 8-foot circle. Imagine facing her, and she's nearly on top of you.
Yep.
Before she lets the ball go.
Spot on. And what kind of time have you got to react to the release?
A limited
Exactly.
time. Yep. Big strike zone here, George. There's one. No, maybe not.
I like the mix, but a bit inside.
Yep.
Straight back. Nice.
And like you say, it's a pity. A lot of people have said that, commenting on Georgia giving up the pitching, but you've got to want to do it, don't you? Yeah, you've got to. It's a skill same as catching. You've got to put a lot of work in, a lot of work. And young people these days have got lots of commitments and you love that as a pitcher. You come into the game and you just get a K2 followed up by one dribble back to you.
When it's, what was it, 106 degrees?
Yeah, 106 old currency, 41 point something.
I think a very good coaching decision by Bindi Stansford there, mixing up the pitching.
Yep.
Good call.
Here's a good player, good future player, this one, Georgia King.
She looks really strong in through the legs there.
She is.
Quite speedy as well.
Yep.
What position does she play there?
She normally plays catcher, I think, from memory,
In the Hills A grade?
No, she doesn't catch in the A grade for Hills.
I was about to say Amber.
Amber, well, I don't think Amber would allow her to, for starters, especially catching George.
Good lunatics, you got to watch out for them.
Yep.
Just a bit of a fan at a high pitch.
Yeah, well, now she's got to put that in the back pocket and just try and make contact here.
And that's the sign of a good hitter, being able to shrug off a lapse. No trouble for Belinda White with that foul fly.
So if you're playing at first like Emily is, she's going to let Bell overcall her, I think, in most cases.
That was Bell's ball.
Yeah, it was, but
that was Bell's ball.
Wouldn't be nice just to see her come up and say, hang on, Bell, it's my ball. Just stay out. You can't hug the place.
Double dare her to do that next time.
Yep.
Did you hear the rumour, Lee? We nearly have Belinda playing for Mount Gambier.
Really?
Jado and I recruited her at the pub, but
at the
shocking surprise Adelaide wouldn't release her.
What a good place. What a good place to recruit people at the local pub.
At the local. Happy days. It was good. Good catch up. Good to see her. So proud of her. She's just a legend. Really developed as a leader over the years as well. And I think that's the most improvement, because she's always such a strong arm, strong hitter, to see her leadership skills develop over the last 10 years.
Yeah, she's a complete package, isn't she? It's as simple as that.
Absolute elite athlete. But Lee, I'll let you in on a little secret. She said it was because she wanted to play with some old people. What a shocking thing to say. I said, obviously you're not talking about Jade and I. There is people in our team older than us.
Can you point them out?
They're probably in a wheelchair. Oh, look, there's Kev. He's older than us.
Yeah. He's got his glasses on. I don't often see him with his glasses on. We were singing his praises last night in the game, fully loaded game. He was awarded a Vib triplet.
Oh, craps. Yeah, that was the ASF Best Umpire in Australia award.
And that's
legend.
no mean feat. He does a lot of umpiring, goes up the AP wildlands, as we commented last night.
And that's that service to the game that is, you might be around softball for a long time, but it's those things that are above and beyond.
Yep. This is the DP, Zoe Thompson, batting. Tried the running bunt, unsuccessful.
That's very well placed. I agree with that call.
Yep.
Very, very well placed. They were right in her face, and she placed it beautifully between third and the pitcher. Well done. Well done.
If you got leg speed and you're left-handed, it's a big advantage in this game.
But third base was right up close.
Yeah. She just found it a little bit wide of Peyton's glove. All that was needed. Now we're at the top of the lineup. I smell danger. Chelsea Robinson, Taylor Chillingworth, Belle White.
None out. Big trouble. Big trouble potential, I should say. Oh, team play. That is terrific.
Good out.
And only a step off being
well done
saved for a sack bunt.
Well done by
Chelsea Robinson.
Alex Robinson then. Alex Mackey. Chelsea Robinson did the play to get her the second. I think I would have been trying to take Reggie's arm on at some stage myself, but that's just me.
Fair call, Lee. Fair call. What I noticed for Hills, if Peyton's in, the shortstop's fielding a bit up the middle. If you've got good leg speed, it becomes a running race, and that's an option.
Yeah, the only problem I have with that is batters pick up that you're up near the middle a bit more, and you're just trying to just pull it in that gap there. It's a thinking person's game, as we've mentioned many times.
Yep.
Lena.
I'm thinking about the steal. I'd be stealing. She's that speedy. That's a good swing.
She's a good player, the skill. She can hit a long ball, Taylor.
That was right on it.
She gets this, it'll go over shortstop's head of the rate of knots, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm thinking towards the doghouse. Right in that spot.
Well, I've heard about the doghouse. I've never found myself
Maybe not that far, but
it.
towards it. The doghouse.
Never found myself in the doghouse over these years.
Not even the West Beach doghouse?
No. Oh, I've been in there doing a bingo night, I think, calling it bingo.
I love bingo.
First time I ever called it.
I think you'd be really good at that, Lee.
You reckon?
I have no doubt. What do you think is going to happen here?
A long ball over the top of shortstop.
Sticking with that. Runner scores. Ooh, nice swing. Really good.
Very supportive, Reggie, as a catcher, isn't she? Good girl. She's calling out the chump. Keeping her going.
She might need an extra drink because she does talk a lot behind the plate. I know you were talking about that before, but very, very vocal. Nice Nice mix.
Oh, good pitch, wasn't it? It was
Yep.
a good pitch.
Great mix.
Yeah, just took the pace off it.
Will they
Chile-
walk her here?
Well, Chile was committed to the shot and just popped it up with the pitcher.
That was a good mix.
2 down.
Good pitching, good catching.
And it's Bill White. What are you doing here? Walking her, surely.
Can we have a score recap? 3-2.
3-2. 3-2.
Yeah, I probably would walk her.
Same situation when she had Kelsey in first innings at second.
Oh, that's a cracking shot. Nice pickup. We're safe. Ooh, called it too early, Lena.
That is a great play from a great young player already, Abby Jorgensen, wasn't it? It was a long ball.
Great play on the backhand. Great arm.
Backhand. Didn't worry about the runner going through to third and got the out.
Stayed low. Good core strength to make that throw on the backhand.
And it was close, but it's umpire's judgment and it always will remain that.
Correct.
So no addition to score, it remains 3-2.
Some good shots in there. Good
Yep.
swings, Lee. Game on. You think we could end up a tiebreaker again? How much time left?
What time did we start? Did we get the starting time? David would have got the starting time.
11:30.
No, it didn't start then because
Oh.
it was delayed. After I asked Dave Muggleton or Denise, see what time she had. What time did it start the game, Dave? Quarter
Quarter
two.
to.
Okay, Roger, thank you. Okay,
Oh,
we
shivers.
can ask the umpire, they'll tell us.
So, good 25 minutes to
Yep.
go. Plenty of time up the sleeve here.
You're drinking water, or is that
That's correct.
water?
It's
Super dry water.
beer flavoured water.
Okay.
I think that it has some anti-inflammatory and pain relief benefits, Lee. That's what I'm going with.
Sounds a bit more psychological to me.
Well, did you know that that's my employment?
Oh, okay.
Got you on that one. What are you doing with yourself these days when you're not rocking it at softball? And bingo calling?
Rocking it somewhere else.
Oh, nice.
Here's the top of the lineup for the green team. It's Bronwyn Pendleton, followed by Abby Jorgensen and Lauren Christensen. You would have played against Lauren Christensen a few
She's
times.
such a good hitter.
Oh, she's power, isn't she? Remember, she
smoking it.
used to catch for
Yeah,
Torrens Valley.
don't talk about left-handed catches. They should be banned, but yes, she did. She caught for Torrens Valley and she's smoking the ball like she did then. She told me she hadn't played for 10 years.
No, that's evidently correct, but she's come out, talked in the playing and just
Yep.
plays as a DP for
Great.
the Hills team.
Great for the sport.
Yep.
Bronny, the current hitter here.
Yep.
Ooh, nice change of pace.
I saw her batting in the
very
game.
speedy.
I saw Bronny batting in the game yesterday, just cracking balls to the outfield.
Absolutely smoking the ball.
Here's someone that Bronny is somebody is perfect example of somebody who loves the sport.
Great pitch selection. Chopped it foul to right side. Oh, Denise has lost the ball out the pocket there. She's back onto it. Calling a single to centre right.
Right.
Oh, that's a great pitch.
It just went far enough away. The great arm of White couldn't do anything about
Yeah,
it.
that's a great pitch off the plate.
Yep.
Took a bit of a curly bounce. I would have said this to Belinda yesterday. If it was me catching, I would have got that.
Well, they're chasing one, so sacrifice bunt. Yep.
You'd imagine so.
Second pitch.
Ooh, nice. Nice play. Keep him honest.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, Bronny, I'm not getting off too far with this catch. It's,
Should be fuming after that ball in the
Yep,
dirt got
yep.
away from her as well. Oh, shot. No catch.
Oh, Matty Matchkey.
Well done. Well done. That was
Lovely
a curly
work.
one.
Yep.
Thought it was going to travel a bit further off the bat.
That's the advantage of not playing too deep. The right field. She played in.
Yep.
She's not going to play in now for Lauren because it's going to go sailing over her head shortly. So one out.
Dangerous, dangerous batter up here. Ooh. Just gone opposite field.
Yeah, easily handled by Taylor Chillingworth.
We put the mockers on early.
Yep.
But you're correct. That was a straightforward catch at left.
2 down now. Chantel Lewis, the pitcher for the Hills team coming in.
She's been battling hard this weekend, both in the middle and with the bat. I expect to see her in the team of the year.
She'll be tired by the end of the day, I would suggest.
She'll sleep well tonight, Lee.
Yep. The problem is here now we've had 2 batters and Bronwyn's still at first.
Not a great result for Hills.
No, you just need to get that runner in a scoring position. And we know how to do that.
Well left. Alex McKay on deck.
She come up with that triple, that huge triple last time. Chomp's got to just get on here.
Good mix. They're not picking the change up well from this pitcher.
See what Bell did then? She set up outside and called for the ball inside.
Weirdo. Who pitches change ups inside? She could have been foxing us, Lee.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking Chantel gets on here. I'm passing up, Alex. I'm not letting her bat this time.
Good call. Well left. That was a 50-50. Nice pitch. She's showing promise out in the middle there.
It's full. 3 and 2.
2 out. Runner will be
Something's
gone.
about to happen.
Shot. Lee, you
And
called
it
it.
did.
That's going to be a run.
Here comes Bronwyn.
That's a great piece. Ooh. Oh, shivers. Well done, Hills.
Wow. Chantel.
Come up with the goods. That was a cracking hit. Bronwyn was always going to score. I'm not really sure what happened with coverage at third base there. Maybe some miscommunication on the relay.
Talking about Bronwyn, she's had 2 turns at bat, 2 base on balls, scored 2 runs. Can't ask for much more than that.
As a lead-off hitter?
Yep.
Absolutely not. Terrific. Lead-off gets on.
Now it's a hard
Manufacturing
act
runs.
for Alex to follow here, so I'm not passing her up here. The bases are clear.
Pressure's a little bit off of her now after that.
Gee, that was a good hit, wasn't it, from Chantel?
That was a lovely, lovely shot.
Can't do much about that in the outfield.
No,
Just
always going to be a
chase it.
triple. As an old school player, I'm really a fan of this change of pace. Good
Yep.
variety. Makes the quicker stuff have a little bit more pep on it.
Well, I'm a great believer when you've got batters like White and Maddie Cameron, Chelsea Robinson. They just thrive. I mean, that's what they play at Nationals. They play the quick stuff. They see that all the time. You've got to not give them what they want.
That having been said, Lee, Belinda's no slouch at hitting change
No,
ups.
she isn't, but others do have trouble.
I think it's just that variety. If you don't have that movement, mixing up the pace.
Well, they've always
get
said
their timing
They've
off.
always said if somebody just throws heat and heat only,
Catch
after
up
3
with it
innings you
eventually.
catch up with
Yeah,
it.
correct. And the harder they pitch it, the further it goes.
Yep. They've done the work, the pitcher. You just sent on its way. That's a lovely bounce to the third base. Charlie Nash
Easy
executes the third out.
out. Routine.
Scored 2 runs, takes them to the lead now. 4-3.
It's turning into a bit of a nail biter, Lee.
It's a bit of a run fest to me, I'm thinking, Lena.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
adds to the game, doesn't it? Spectacle. How are you, Mark? We're joined by the best coloured person in the commentary situation, so his friend James Harris is. So I can only go with that. How are you, mate?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
Looks like an exciting game.
It is, mate. And your game, men's game, you're writing up the teams for that. It's going to be exciting, you think? Nampsa Hills.
The team's up here for you to study.
It's a big help to you, mate. We're looking forward to working with you, as normal. Bring any cool,
Oh, sorry, Lee.
bring any cool change with you? No.
I was going to say, Coach Humphrey's called a conference then.
Oh, did he?
Bit of a talk to the girls before this fielding dig. Wonder what words of inspiration he had for them.
I don't know, but the first two hitters, Emily Catuzzo and Megan Williams, both hit. One hit a triple, one hit a double. Their previous turn at bat.
Then back to Chelsea Robinson. Well, that could be exciting. Get a base runner on here, make something happen.
Well, these are batters 4 and 5. Chelsea's batting 1.
Whoops.
That's all right.
Wrong
It's
end of the batting order.
just the water you're drinking, probably.
Shot. Oh no. Well done.
Ah, good
Ronnie
catch.
again.
Ronnie again can't
Up
keep the
against
girl.
the fence.
She can't keep out of the game.
Can't
That's
keep
a
a good
lovely.
person down.
What about a piece of the ball from Emily?
That was a cracking
Yeah,
shot.
she's. I've seen her even when she was about 13, just belting long balls.
She looks very strong. Bronnie, well done. You know, she was fielding deep, but ran back and snagged it on the fence.
Loves the sport, doesn't she, Bronnie? She's a classic example, like yourself, you know, and Jade and people like that. Just love playing.
Well, hats off to them. This is their 6th game in 2 days, and
Yep.
when facing 40-odd degree weather.
In trying conditions. Megan's just holding the bat out there for a cider for Chum. Just says, aim it for the bat, that'll be a strike.
Yeah, well, I think 1 pitch, 1 out. Probably need to take something the next batter. Turned on the inside there. Quick
Yep.
hands, lovely.
So when do you go back to the mount? Today?
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
got the day off work, having a bit of rest. Didn't
How
think
long?
I'd be
Is
able
it
to walk.
6 hours to mount? 5.5?
Yeah,
is that?
about 5. If you have a little bit of a rest on the way. Ooh, over the top. Oh, shivers. Nice one. Thought that was going to sneak over the top of third base's head.
Plucked it like a semaphore seagull getting the last chip, didn't she, Peyton? Nice catch.
Well done. Outs and out.
2 down. Charlie Nash, the third base for the Adelaide team.
The replay shows your summary of that play beautifully.
It was a great take. She's a good player, Peyton Daniels.
Does she catch sometimes?
Yeah, she has been catching, but she's playing at third at Hills, and that lets Danny Perez play at shortstop. And Danny's normally a third base player,
Okay.
but Danny's having a good year at short, so it's a win-win situation.
Winning all round.
Yeah,
Looks
but
like
she
she's got a safe glove.
she is a catcher. I would have thought a catcher, third base, in that order.
That was a great cut.
Yep,
Straight back. Fouled it straight back.
putting the pressure on here now. All of a sudden, the Hills heat. Not the Hills heat.
Close enough.
Well, close enough.
They're putting the heat on them.
Yeah.
And they're from Hills.
That's their name, Hills Heat, in the Premier League competition, which we conduct here, and it'll be back on this coming Saturday.
I was going to say
the-
Wednesday? No?
no, Saturday. It's the first game back,
Lovely.
and it's the pink day where everybody has to be decked in pink.
Such a great initiative by
It is.
softball.
It is. Yeah. Walkerville and Glenelg have taken it up over the years, and
Yep.
because there's no Glenelg A grade team in the comp this year, it's the B grade teams, Glenelg and Walkerville. So same principle, different teams, different grade.
I might be speaking out of school.
Okay.
Is there a Carol McAuliffe Memorial Trophy given out? Is it on the pink day or a separate time?
I'm not sure on that.
See,
I had a lot to do with Carol. She was scorer for me in state
sensational
for 6 or
person.
7 years. Yeah, terrific person.
Always a smile on her face. But I think that used to be between maybe TVR and Walkerville.
Yeah, maybe, I think.
That's an important out there.
Yeah, well, Reggie was certain, but
Very
she's a
excited
catcher.
about
She
that.
would be excited. It looked to be out and high, didn't it? But
I agree.
we're not in the best position. I'll leave it at that.
Also agree. They'll take the out, that's for sure, with a score 4-3, Hills way.
They'll be looking for another run here to consolidate their lead, Hills, in this innings.
Absolutely. Considering they're batting first, and what did we say, maybe 12 minutes to go in the game?
I'll tell you what, this young umpire, Taya, as you've praised up, she's been impressive. Doesn't get flustered.
Agree.
Good sign, good sign.
Even, especially when she was play umpiring,
Yep.
had a bit of a talk with her, and if she was unsure, she didn't drop the bundle. I'll just talk to Kev.
Yeah.
All good. Because we had a few controversial things. Well, potentially controversial
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
There was an interference, and I threw it into the back of someone's head when they were batting and things like
Okay.
that, but she remained calm.
Good.
Drop ball on transfer after a catch. That's a big cut.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know why the runner stayed out there. And I said, well, it's a subsequent play. She's
Agree.
caught the ball.
Agree.
She's caught the ball, taken it out, and as she's got it out, she's dropped it.
Yep.
That's a subsequent play.
Yep.
And Georgia was saying, what are you doing here? What are you still doing here on the base?
Yes. Little bit of shenanigans going on by the Hills side as well when Jenna Burston clearly hit it into her foot and they played it out, but
Yep.
then everything regrouped.
So this is Peyton Daniels, some good hitting here. Peyton, Mackenzie Ween, Georgia Hooper, and then Georgia King.
Big cut at the first pitch. Regrouped, left a ball. Ooh, well left. Would have thought she'd called that.
Well, Bell didn't shift the glove, did she? She kept it in the same
well,
position.
considering that last pitch
Yeah.
of the KC of the
Yep.
previous innings, I would have thought perhaps, but don't want to get on the wrong side of Denise next time I'm playing. Well done.
Base on balls for Peyton. Gets herself up to first.
Lead off.
Brings in the left fielder, Mackenzie Ween. Gets the signal from Coach Scott Humphreys. What do you think it's going to be? It's got to be a bunt, doesn't it? Surely. You're leading by one.
No.
Put the ball down.
She's not come around early, so I was thinking a slap, but I think, oh, hello.
Same horse, different jockey.
Done the job there with the ball in the dirt.
Yep.
Took a nasty bounce off the plate, kicked up.
Well, I did mention we wouldn't see any pass balls, but what can you do about that? It just
Kicked
really,
up, kicked
Yep.
up. She'll still be wild with herself, thinking she should have smothered it onto the
Well,
plate.
when you get that good, you're a hard taskmaster
Absolutely
with
is.
yourself.
I'm thinking a single to right. Oh,
A little
gonna
pop
bounce
in, it's
in.
going to be in. Oh. Oh, she realised, didn't she? I think Coach Polsky sent her because she knew that it was in. She was in a good position at first.
she went, she caught it. She'd
Yeah.
never get back though, so
Yep.
one of those things.
Never cease to amaze me when the long ball goes to left fielders on the fence. The run at first takes a huge lead. All they have to do is stay on the base and walk to second.
Exactly. Oh, hello. Stone cold out. Sorry, I shouldn't have called it before the umpire did, but stone cold out.
Thanks,
if
for,
that
thanks
was-
for calling, Bell said, as Peyton retires.
Maybe a little bit of a brain fade by the other runner, unless that was a missed signal by the lead runner.
Yep, I think something got
Something
mixed up
funny went
then.
on?
Yep.
It's over the back.
So it's Georgia Hooper hitting, and the runners at first is Mackenzie Ween, and no runner at second or third.
One out. I've got a feeling something's going to happen, Lee.
Yeah.
She was right on that pitch then.
Well, I think with the outfielders, I'm a big G on this, don't play too deep, and Amelia and Maddie Matchkey at centre and right, I'd come in for Georgia. I know she can hit a long ball, but you don't want the ball landing like it did last time.
Right field's
Last
really
time.
hugging the line.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, hello. Maybe.
And for that reason,
There you go.
there's a foul fly 9.
Well done. Great placement
Yeah.
by Adelaide. Thought she was hugging the line, and then foul fly, like you said, straight down her throat. So
2 down.
Well executed, Adelaide.
Yeah, it never ceased to amaze me. You have somebody bat, say Bell bats, hits a long ball, the outfield go back. Next batter's a 16-year-old that's about this high, is never going to hit the ball the same distance. And they stay in the same position. Got to know the batters. Must know the batters.
Agree.
Same as you must know when you're batting. On deck batter should be watching this picture, knowing what she's going to throw in any given situation.
And
That
what's,
ju-
and
that
what's
just comes
being
with
called
experience.
as well, Lee,
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, shot.
Oh, yes.
Chelsea Robinson, that's a great pickup.
There's an out from nothing.
That was a great piece of the ball.
Yeah, Georgia King can hit the ball hard.
Good poise by the Adelaide side to
So,
regroup. Get
no
the out
addition to score. It remains 4-3.
there. Lee, do you
Adelaide.
think that, depending on what happens in this innings, could be the end of the game? Don't want to put the jinx on.
No, not sure. We have to check from the umpire what time the game is finishing when she comes around.
This is a key innings for Hills. Have to dig deep. Were they going towards the bottom of the Adelaide lineup?
Hang on. Rob, would you just ask the chief umpire what time she started the game? What time was her start?
This will be it.
10-1 finish.
No.
11:40 start, was it?
11:50.
11:50. Thank you. 11:50. Okay, so there we got it.
This will be it.
Yeah.
Nothing like a nail biter, Lee.
Well, it's close. Any game that there's one run difference late in the game is, yes. What do you
Good
think
to
Adelaide's
see.
going to do? Well, they're batters 7, 8 and 9. You'd hope a couple would get on before we get to the top of the lineup with
If
Chelsea.
the lead off gets on, I think Adelaide might sneak in. No, it's a bit old school.
It's a
Lead
minute-
off gets out.
Yep.
Oh,
It's the Adelaide centre fielder, Amelia Dolphin. Has had a few balls to chase today, the Dolphin.
not wanting to put the drinks on Denise. That was quite low, called for a strike.
Amelia needs to get on, doesn't she? She gets
Absolutely.
on. Maddie bunts, must bunt, sacrifice bunt.
That was definitely in there.
Don't you love it when batters nod their head after the ball's gone past into the catcher's glove? Yeah, that was a strike.
Yep.
Just nod your bat at the ball if you think that.
She's put herself in a bit of a position leaving that one.
Yeah, now she can throw away here.
Shot. Oh, should be routine out.
Oh. Just a little bit short on the throw, Abby was that time, didn't she? It looked like
Yep.
her arm had run out of gas for a minute and just fell out of Alex's glove.
Maybe had too much time to think about it.
Yeah,
So
and,
routine play straight to her.
and also when the ball's not coming that hard, it tends to drop out of the glove.
On this surface. So they're expecting the bunt.
Everyone in the place, the defensive side, everyone in the stand, us two know what's coming. Just do the job, Maddie. Put the ball in the play.
Yep.
Worry about that runner getting the second, not you.
Spot on. And she didn't chase a ball.
No. She'll get one she
Come
can
round
bunt.
nice and early. That's
There.
there.
Oh, okay.
Geez, they're in close, aren't they?
Yep.
They're gunning for that lead runner.
That's fine. As long as you get it on the deck and not in the air. Got to be smart running here, Amelia, first, because if it's in the air.
Got to see it on the ground.
Yep.
Remember Linda Martin and Tracy Davies saying, don't get doubled up on a sack bun.
No, I
you
know,
need to see the
that's-
ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Ooh, a bit low, chased
Wrong
it.
choice, wasn't it? Wrong choice. The ball. I guess Maddie was thinking the ball's already down, so it's halfway to down to the ground. I'll keep it on top of it.
She might have still had her head in the last pitch.
Yep.
Does it take the bunt away from her?
I'd
say so.
I wouldn't. I would just do it.
Go again?
Go again. Just bunt the ball.
I think she might
You
slap.
get yourself out.
Ooh,
And it's a
shivers.
good shot.
Nice shot. Ooh.
Oh, look out! Oh, no.
Shivers, shivers, shivers. Chase her down.
Out. Oh.
Bindi Stansfield furious with base running there on all fronts, and rightly so.
And Maddie Matskey's sitting there watching the play, wasn't
Yep.
she?
She should be
When
at
that
second.
play's going, she's going to get. She's caught in
She
the trap
should be
play.
at second.
She should have been at second. Yeah. Coach Bindi is not amused.
Not at all. That was a great piece of the ball.
Yep.
She would be happy with that, but probably disappointed herself for not putting down
Yep.
the
That's
sack
right.
bunt.
Yeah.
One down. Batter number 9.
Yep.
Ooh, chased a ball.
See,
This
that's fine, but she's not even looking at the ball.
Mm.
She's looking at first base. That's where I'm running and taking a guess where the ball is.
I wonder about the experience of the side now under pressure,
Yeah. Yeah.
showing some cracks perhaps. That play just before with the base running and chasing that low ball.
Hills have got to get an out on this play.
Yes.
Make it 2 down.
Ooh, she's going to be safe. I had a feeling in my bones then, Lee.
Yeah.
That was beautiful placement again.
Well, that's throwing the cat amongst the pigeons.
Chelsea Robinson up to bat. Happy days. I'd be rubbing my hands together now with Bindi Stansfield. She's recovered from that base running incident.
There's only one out. See, I wouldn't pass Chelsea up here.
Yeah, they've got a force
If it was
3.
2 out, I'd pass her up.
Yeah.
Get to Taylor.
Force
take the
out,
chances.
force 3.
Taylor Chillingwood hasn't been on base yet in this game.
Yep. Good call, Lee. Sound
Or either that, or you pass her up, pass Chelsea up, go to Taylor, and then you've got Bell. Well, you can throw 4 balls to her, get the catcher, call them out.
call. Lee, seriously, do they even practice those these days?
No, but
It's
they
a
do.
skill.
They-
It is a skill.
Of course it is. It's weighing up the percentages and playing
Yeah,
the
I
percentages.
agree. If a walk needs to be done, it needs to be done. But I
Yep.
wonder about pitchers having practiced this in pressure situations.
No. Answer's probably no.
Can you cast your mind back about 15 years? I think a grand final here was lost on an intentional walk,
Yep.
wild pitch.
Yep.
That's some kind of pressure, but if you don't practice it at training at all, how are you expected to come up with the goods? Bottom innings in a grand final.
Yep. Well, the things the outfield must do here, see how deep they are.
Hit their
Now, this
cuts.
girl's, they need to not drop the ball.
You thinking
They
centre
need to
left,
catch it.
up the middle? Ooh,
Good pitching so far by Chump, isn't it?
absolutely. Backing up in this heat after a tight game earlier in the day.
Against a quality player like Robinson.
She should hold her head up higher. I think we played 5 innings in the earlier game, and it's bottom of the 4th, so that's 9 innings straight in this heat against quality batting.
Outfielder got to be on their, outfielder got to be on their bikes here. Cannot afford it. Landing. Ooh. Reggie's not amused.
That was a good pitch.
Yeah, but
50-50 inside low. Reggie's hands sweating with the excitement of the game. Couldn't want for anything better in a game like today.
It's a big finish, isn't it?
Bottom of the innings, 1 run down. This is it. Oh, hello. Force 3. Well done. Well done, Hills. Made sure of that lead out.
Terrific pitching by Chantel then, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Against a person like Chelsea.
Kept the ball low, got the ground ball out.
And Abby Jorgensen, we've mentioned her before, what a good player for such a young person. Didn't throw it wildly to third.
Steadied
Just didn't
herself.
panic. Steadied herself, got the out.
Agree. So were you saying before, Lee, that this batter hasn't had a hit so far today?
No, hasn't been on, and this is the time she'd like to be.
Yep. Playing the averages, she's due.
Outfield need to come in and catch the ball. Don't play that deep.
That was the one.
This girl, having said that, this girl, Taylor Chillingworth, can hit the ball hard.
She's got a good swing on her.
I'd play the centre fielder in and the right fielder more into the field of play.
Too much on the line, you think, at the minute?
Just got to catch the ball for the game.
Yep. Down to the last out here. Excitement stations. Ooh, foul. 2 strikes.
Oh, that had been a run.
0-2.
That went in. That would have been a run, I reckon.
Chelsea Robinson was right up the backside of the runner at second too. She was pushing for extra bases.
Yeah, well...
a slight fumble, she'd be in there.
The runner at second, Zoe Thompson, has got wheels, real wheels. If that had gone over the base and fair, she probably would have scored, tie the game. Get ready, outfield. It's coming deep. I may be wrong here, but...
Do you think something high or off pace? She's on 2.
I just think hard shot, outfield.
Oh, shivers. Game over.
Got it.
Game over.
Game done and dusted.
Well done to Hills. Well done.
Great play, wasn't it? Steady play by young infielders.
Yes.
They just did the right thing, did the basic stuff, took the runner at second, no long throw across the first. You remember years ago, coaches would have told you to throw the third out at first.
Always play first.
No, easy, soft throw.
Yep.
Well done.
Right
Great game from both teams. Excellent.
Well done to Hills. They hit well, they fielded well, and they pitched well. So hats off to Chantel.
Yep, 2 fielders' choices from Abby Jorgensen then snuffed them out.
Great game.
So the final result, 4 runs to 3, Hills.
Well done, Hills.
Yes, congratulations to both teams. The men's game is coming on after. There'll be some long balls hit there, I feel, Lena.
No doubt.
Thank
so
you.
I'm calling the doghouse.
Yeah,
surely the doghouse.
Doghouse, yeah. Thank you very much for your input today. Nice to see you again.
Thank you for having me,
Yeah.
Lee.
You don't look a day over your numbers, 21.
Correct.
Yeah,
Thank you. Feel about 121, but...
I've never felt that old, but I'll get there. 105 I've penciled in, so I'll feel cheated if I don't make that figure.
Well, that's
So I'll
at
see you
least
next
40
year.
years away.
I'll see you next year.
I hope so.
years. Try 21.
I
Oh,
knew.
20 and a half, 20 and a half.
I knew.
Roger.
Thank you.